This is an update on a real-life usage of WiiM Ultra and its internal display. I'm sitting in my living room, which is pretty big but not the biggest one. So let's take a tape and just measure the distance where from my WiiM. It's approximately 16 feet. Yeah, there's a little bit more on the back because I'm sitting on the couch. It's exactly 16 feet, close to. And as you can see, roll it over. As you can see, on the top right, on the bottom right, there is a WiiM Ultra and its internal screen. Potentially, you might see, or might not. It's showing up the time right now, and it's changing the picture. I zoomed in, and now I'm zooming out. So, as you can see, the real usage of that screen is pretty limited. It's quite small in such setup, at least. I think it's more on a desktop application when you are using it just for audio purposes. In my setup, it's not really useful, I would say so. Yeah, so when the other one, when you're going through the inputs of audio, WiiM Ultra detects it automatically, which is very useful, and it detects it quite good. So right now we're on HDMI audio input, and let me grab it to bring a little bit closer. So as you can see, it's showing up some animation. It's nothing connected to the real data. These graphs are just animated. Maybe it would be the future update. Right now there is no sound, anything like that, but it's showing up that something is jumping. The useful stuff that it's showing up, the real quality of the audio that is getting from the audio source. And let's get back to my sitting position to display you a few real life scenarios, how you will be able or not able to see what is going on the screen. For example, we're going to YouTube, something like whatever, let's play whatever music. Take a look, I'm controlling the sound, and as you might see, the sound is changing on the bottom right. There is small numbers that are displayed only on the WiiM screen. Yeah, you can control it. You can see that Apple TV is also blinking, but there is no any signage on the screen itself. At least on my projector, it uses Android TV as an operational system, and it doesn't show any changes of the volume. You can only see from the far distance that something is changing. Sometimes you can see the numbers a little bit, like 23, 24, etc. But in general, almost no visibility. Let's switch to some streaming applications. I'm using Tidal usually, so I can start my Tidal streaming to the WiiM Ultra. As you can see, it's changing its screen, but again it's small, and I'm starting something. It changed its screen again. You can choose between the different views on that screen. You can go for album, photo, you can go for some streaming details, like what the quality it's getting up right now. which you can see from the when you're approaching, but from again usual viewing position in my setup, it's literally nothing you can see. Again, pretty much the same with the volume control. You can go up and down, and you can see there is some numbers going up and like back and forth, but not really useful, especially for those who are using glasses and not right now without glasses, or for older people. What you can do, you can go to the map and you can change the view of the screen. I'll show you right now from the distance, and then we'll bring you closer. So you can go for a lot of information on the screen, like the quality of the sound, the album picture. You can go just for album picture. Again, it changed something, but not really visible from the far distance, at least from the 16 feet. Or you can go for UV meter. Obviously, it's quite. It's not loud right now. It's not showing anything useful. Again, everything is relatively small. Let's get closer. So here's UV meter, dB meter, I'm sorry. Yep, and you can go to the full album view picture, or you can go for a detailed view where you can see the quality of the audio, you can see the time, how much time spent you already on listening that file, or what's left. Let's go back again to put it in the usual viewing position in my setup. So, for example, if something is playing right now and you wanna turn on your HDMI input, you can start playing something. It plays, but it doesn't sound. Basically, WiiM Ultra doesn't allow you to take control over something that is streaming right now. You have to put your streaming on pause, right? And only after that you can go to YouTube and switch it on. It took some time. Usually you see it's reconnecting, and now I can hear something from my Apple TV. It took some time, quite a second, not critical, but still something. And again, take a look. I'm adjusting my volume. Nothing is displaying on the TV itself. I'm using Android TV on that ultra short throw projector. It doesn't show anything because I think there is no interchangeable connection between the WiiM Ultra. It's just taking the sound from the projector and sends nothing back. Basically that's it. Yeah, by the way, one more interesting thing that's connected, at least what I saw yesterday on my Android TV based device, after some hours of watching video, it start popping up the screen that it will be automatically turned off because it doesn't sense any input, any changes, any buttons pushed. I think it's mostly because I was using the internal sound system and I was adjusting the volume, and it sounds like something changes. But when you are using external, in that case WiiM Ultra, when you're using the external control with your sound and and again, external video source like as Apple TV, my Android TV on that projector doesn't sense any changes in the input, and it starts thinking that you are away for quite a long period of time, so it wanted to automatically shut down. So you have to disable that option into your video, or in that case projector settings. Just be aware. That's it.